Siemanko, jesteśmy na długo wyczekiwanym przez nas wywiadzie z Big Daddy Kane'em. Hello, my first question is about you are the icon of mixing hip-hop with the R&B, with the soul. You used a lot of samples from soul, and now you got a record of Last Supper with Showtime and with Lifted. How does it feel to make a record which is created like the soul record? It's all instruments and all that feeling. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I think it's a great experience because it's like you're not just sampling a song, you're actually creating that vintage soul sound, and you're taking it in whatever direction you want to, you know. It's times like I say, when you grab a sample, it may have some words that you don't necessarily want or guitar licks that you don't want. And so in a process like this, you can build and structure it however you choose. And then it's like, also adding bridges, B sections, and vamps, and so on. So, I mean, it's a beautiful process.
My whole rap format, no hardcore rap, you rapped in Who Am I from Taste of Chocolate. And was it hard to come with this pimp gentleman style at the end of 80s?
Nah, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't hard. I mean, it was actually, a wonderful thing, I mean, because like, as far as music go, I try to satisfy everyone, I try to have music that's for, for the dudes. I try to have music that's for the chicks. I try to have music for the youth. I try to have music, for my people. I mean, I try to, cover all grounds,
One of the most incredible freestyles I've ever heard. It came from '95 and it is Big Daddy Kane, Scoop Lover, Biggie, Tupac and Shaheem. It's probably on stage. I heard it very many times, but I don't know where it is recorded. Do you remember when you got Biggie and Tupac on one stage and you spit a freestyle?
Yeah, we did that at Madison Square Garden. It was for the Budweiser Superfest. There was like a lot of other artists on there: Belle Biv DeVoe, Patti LaBelle, Gerald Levert, MC Light. But it was for the Budweiser Superfest, and Tupac was in New York filming Above the Rim.
And Kendrick Lamar will perform here tomorrow. And what was your reaction after hearing his verse on Control? Don't you agree that it's something like showing people today the real old school roots, competition? Because in your era, it was all about being better than #1. You wanted to be better than Rakim, and Kool G Rap wanted to be better than you, and all resulted in the progress of hip-hop scene.
Yeah, I mean, I love Kendrick verse, and I think that what he did on there is what, basically, symbolizes a real MC, someone that's like, okay, yeah, we cool and all that, that's fine and dandy, but on this here track, I'm trying to bust your ass. So what he did, I think, really symbolizes what an MC is supposed to do. And, hopefully that'll be a blueprint that a lot of the cats from the younger generation can follow to really take it back to the, grassroots of hip-hop.
In the 80s, there was a great beef between Roxanne Shante and Real Roxanne, and many people talk about that Roxanne Shante verse was written by you. Is it true? And what do you think about ghostwriting as it is?
What Roxanne Shante verse?
From the Roxanne Wars, I mean.
Oh, you mean Roxanne's Revenge?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know Shante at that time, I didn't even know her at that time.
So that's not true?
Nah, only thing I wrote for her was Have a Nice Day. Oh, Have a Nice Day and Gone Girl.
Alright, thanks.
In Taste of Chocolate booklet, we could find short interview with you, and there's the question, what's your goal in life? Which you've answered, to be remembered as a combination of Malcolm X and Marvin Gaye, meaning a strong black leader and a sexy entertainer. And 23 years later, do you think that you have achieved this goal?
I mean, I'm happy and content, I mean, there's a lot of young cats that come and say that I inspired them to do this and tell me about certain songs that help get them through, rough times. And, at 44, there's still a bunch of young chicks, trying to get at me for sexual reasons, So, yeah, I think I accomplished that.
there was one very special show you did in the Apollo Theater, only for women. You remember that? What kind of experience was that, and what's the difference between the crowd on a concert when it is mixed and when it's only a women? Is it true you did Apollo Theater only for women?
You said, what's the difference?
Yeah.
You already know what the difference is, man. Come on, man.
But in reaction?
Nah, I mean, you know, it's a bunch of, you know, women, you know, screaming and excited. Yeah, you know, I mean,
you
got to think when you're at a concert and, you know, like guys, they normally scream when you tell them to say something. You know, the women are screaming for no reason. So in a situation where it's nothing but women, that's a whole lot of screaming. Yeah.
Big L is my favorite MC of all time, and his most known hook is based on your cut, most valuable poet on the MIC, and then he was featured on his posthumous album Big Picture, on the classic Platinum Plus. And what's the story behind this track? Have you recorded or started recording it before L's death, or it was all done after?
It was done after his death. Actually, it was a song that him and another guy named C-Town had together. And when Premier created a different beat, he took C-Town off, and I wrote a verse and, you know, put it on there, you know. But I mean, you know, I thought the song was great. And I mean, with all the things that, you know, dude always said about me, about, you know, looking up to me and I being his favorite MC, I really, you know, felt great to have the opportunity to be on a song with him. I just wish that he was alive when we did the song. I think it would have really been a much better record had he been alive, you know what I'm saying, where he was, you know, penning something that day rather as opposed to them taking an old rhyme so he could, you know, really get his stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a drive when you're when two great MCs are in the room together. You know, you listen to like you know, like when me and G-Rap do stuff together. You know, other artists. You know, it's a drive, and then we didn't have the opportunity to really get that because he wasn't with us anymore.
I want to ask you about a friend of yours, Scoop Lover and Scrap Lover. Everybody remembers them as dancers in your team, but they were also an MCs. Are you still in touch? Do you have a contact? And also, I want to ask you about Lil Daddy Kane. What's happening with him?
Well, Scoob and Scrap, yeah, you know, we still cool. Scoob actually comes on the road with me a lot when we do shows in America. You know, he comes out, you know, Scrap is more of a family man now, but we all still talk. And my brother Shane, I talked to him earlier today, he good. Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for the interview, and would you like to add something for your fans in Poland at the end?
Well, I mean, everybody in Poland, much respect, much love, and hopefully I can make my way there one day soon and, you know, do my thing on stage for y'all, all right? Much love for hip-hop.